Boys and girls, Alex back again. I thought I'd have a change in venue because everybody keeps telling me that in my videos I keep tapping on my projects, so I thought, well, damn it, why not bring the project to me? Hey, relax, I was just kidding. We're back to this other table here. I just thought I'd break the ice a little bit because you're lucky. You don't have to watch this video. However, I don't know who's not going to watch the video, so I've got to make the video so people can tell me they don't want to watch the video. So there you have it. I'm behind the 8 ball, so have some pity on me. Okay, the latest puzzle that I dragged off the internet, it's called the 3-piece puzzle. 3 pieces? Bullshit. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Oh, hang on. Let's bring it into perspective. I don't know whether I can quickly disassemble it. I mean, I can disassemble it, but I've got no idea whether I can do it quickly or not. So I won't even try. However, what I did do is I did want to take a video of solving this puzzle, and look, I just realised it's far too small to get my fingers around or whatever, so I decided to make it bigger. Unfortunately, when you make it bigger, and being a layered puzzle, and I have to stick to multiples of 6mm, I can't just suddenly add an extra layer on because as I said, I have to work in multiples of 6mm because that's primarily my laser's comfort zone. So, this being 3 layers of 6mm, I then had to make it 6 layers, double the size, 6 layers. Fortunately, to upgrade from 2mm toothpicks to 4mm, I've got dowels to contend with, but I probably need a full length of dowel rod. When I say full length, what do they come in, 1.2 metres length of rod, and $5 that just down the drain, forgetting about the MDF. And of course all these little things. Actually, I reckon as a side product I should go into selling these as bloody, what's his name, confetti. I mean, look at it, these are all the little hole pokey outs that I get left over from all the products, and that's not really all the ones I had. These are what I just vacuumed today from the bed of my, well, there we go, laser. So there's, the ones that don't fall out like they are in here, go somewhere else. So there you have it. Maybe I could take them to Lolly Shop and convince people they're little licorice bits. Anyway, not to, come on. What I'm going to do, okay, enough preamble. As I said, hopefully it won't take long, because I'm not going to go into the making of it. As you can appreciate, it's just a matter of laminating all these bloody pieces together, and 6 of them is just going to be a pain in the ass. Oh, just time consuming, and a lot of bloody super glue as well. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to follow it up with the solution. Maybe I should try and disassemble. Oh, geez, it's halfway there, but no, you see, I have been making far too many bloody puzzles, and I can't remember. Damn. I can't remember which one's which or whatever now. So, oh, hang on. Here we go. Look at that. Hopefully it was out of the viewfinder and you couldn't see it, which means that when I actually make the video you'll be able to notice it. But there you are anyway. This gives you a better idea of the profile of the pieces, and you can't do that on a laser. On a CNC machine you could probably cut it, but you'd have a lot of trouble even on a conventional woodworking, because you'd have to be using dado blades and chisels and all that. On a laser, with this lasering technique, if you have a look at that neat little lip in there, it comes up beautifully. However, as I say, it's a nice sized piece to give away, but a bugger of a piece to try and demonstrate how to solve. And it's not sort of like a simple bang, bang, bang and it's together. I think this takes about 7 moves, or whatever it does anyway. Consequently, I can't really put it on the back of a enclosed instruction, otherwise I'd have to put in there a whole foolscap. So what I tend to do is make up a video, and that's why the video is being made, slow that up onto the cloud, and on the instruction sheet of solution point the people to the cloud, and that becomes the next puzzle, how to key it in correctly without stuffing it up. But anyway, enough prattle. I'll go and glue this up and hopefully be back with the glued pieces for the assembly. Boys and girls, here I am with the biggie. As you can see, it's been all lubed up, polished and shiny. When I say lubed up, polished and shiny, I mean it's been on the buffer. But by God, I now know how Johnny Holmes feels. You know, it's so hard to try and get this big thing into a little hole. And as you can see, it doesn't fit too well. I never had the same problem with my little one. As you can see, that's the little one, this is the big one. What the mistake I made when I made this little one, I measured the thickness of the MDF sheet and I dressed it down to about 5.95 or 5.75 mil, so that when you laminated two together you'd get about a 11.5 mil, pardon me, you know, it's Sunday morning, just come back from church, my head's all spinning from all the thou art holy thing and I'm not thinking straight. Anyway, or it might have been the hangover from drinking last night. One or the other, you be the judge. Anyway, when I made this, unfortunately I didn't measure the thickness, or didn't, because it's big I had to cut it out of a new sheet of MDF. And I didn't measure the thickness, and it turned out that the MDF was, well, it was over 6 mil, so with 6 layers, that 0.1, 0.2 mil over the 6 mil exacerbated to the point where this is, with 6 mil, it's supposed to be 36 mil thick, finished up something like about 37.5, and these gaps are 36 mil, so I was trying to get a 37.5 into that gap, which just would not go. That 36, which is the width according to the laser cutter, fits perfectly into just there's no room, it's snug in there. So there you have it. Okay, let's try and assemble it. What I do have with each of these small puzzles, and there's no bloody way known I'm giving away a big puzzle, only because it takes too bloody long to make. There's this instruction, can you see, hopefully? Anyway, not that it matters unless you actually get one of these puzzles, but because the puzzle has a few steps, again, this one has a pointer to the cloud storage where the solution is. And not only that, it actually says here, minor spoiler on flip side of these instructions. There's no solution, but there is a minor spoiler, and I'm going to use it. On there, it gives you a layout of the orientation of the parts before you start. Otherwise, you could spend half your day trying to figure out which two go together to start the puzzle. So, and I can't remember it yet because I haven't played around with enough. I know this piece, the one with the little dick hanging out there, goes that way. There's no question about that. But these other two I don't know. But if I follow the instructions, that goes that way and that goes that way. Now I can piss that off. I do know the rest, hopefully. Okay, this piece goes on top. It slides down comfortably and it moves forward like so. This piece, and now this is where I've got to get 3D because I've got to lift it off the table, and this is where you might lose, my hand will get in the way or whatever. This little dick goes in there. That's really step one. Then, although you could actually do it in one move, but it's theoretically that's step one there, then you move it down there, which becomes step two. Then step three, I think this piece moves back like that. Then this should move forward like so. When it does that, it can hopefully move, what actually happens is this piece moves across, or that piece and that moves this way. You decide, holy shit, I hope I'm not taking this out of the camera view. Anyway, you've done that. Then, I believe this piece comes forward. As you can see, it's practically done. That goes back, and there you have it, assembled. Looks bloody simple, I've got to admit. Once you've done it a few times, then you know how to do it. But initially, it's hard. And admittedly, now that the pieces are much looser, it's easy, because previously I used to have just a 1/2 mil overlap in the joints, and you had to really force pieces to move, but now doesn't happen. To disassemble, if you happen to get this in assembled state, how does it go now? This goes, well, actually try again. This goes over there, this goes up there. This bottom piece, this middle piece, should then, holy shit. Again, there is a bit of a overlap, come on. Christ, I was going so well before. There, was getting caught in that back corner. That bit goes further forward. This slips back. Across to the left, that piece, it's slid down because it's all slippery and slimy and all that. That actually slid down, that moves out, comes out, bongo, cross, off, and there you have the puzzle. So there you have the little one and the big one. That's it for this one, and get ready, just hold your breath. There's another one on the pipeline coming very, very soon. Uru, boys and girls, and keep safe.